What's cracking? It's another day here at Big Builds, and I just bought a huge garage to do my builds in so that I can film every single process of the build and show you guys step by step, kind of like I did with the rat rod, but not maybe that involved with everything. So, you know, there's not so many videos. I think the rat rod video had like 76 videos, but again, that was a total build from start to scratch, so it kind of needed that many videos. So I got this pole barn set up. It's big, man. So I'm getting it set up right now. And I decided I needed a lift and a frame puller for cars that are wrecked that I'm gonna pull the frames on. And I looked high and low everywhere. I found this company, and if you guys are interested in what company it is, just leave a comment down below and I'll answer you and give you the information for that. But I called them, I made a deal with them cash. They're about 6.5 hours away in Wisconsin from me. I drove all the way up there, man. And I made the deal for a scissor lift that goes flat on the ground that you can put underneath the car, and a frame puller that is portable kind of if you tear it apart, but it's a really nice one. So I kind of underestimated like how big this stuff was. I got up there, I'll show you guys right now, and then we'll head out to the pole barn and start setting it up. I'll show you guys how big it is. I have it in a Dodge Ram 1500 and it's bowing it down pretty good. So I'll show you guys this stuff, and then I kind of figured out how to get it out of here. I'm gonna have to rig it up and get it out of here with some rigging in the ceiling. So we'll see how that works, but check it out. Look at how much it bows this truck. I drove 6 hours like that. Look, the tires are even a little flat. Hey, it did it though. It did the job. So this is it right here. You can see this is a scissor lift. So what I'll do is I'll make 2 videos, one for the scissor lift, and I'll make a playlist that says tools on my channel, and I'll just review all the tools that I have. I'll do a whole unboxing. So this is the scissor lift right here. It slides under the car, and this thing goes up about like 5 or 6 foot. Like, you can literally get underneath the car with this, and it has a locking mechanism so it doesn't come down. And this is the actual frame puller. It's in there, and this is a pretty big frame puller. Like I said, if you guys are interested in this, just leave me a comment down below and I'll give you the information for the company that I bought them from. They also ship everywhere, so dock to dock, they just ship it for you. It's a really insanely good price for this stuff. And like I said, I'll review them, and if you're interested, just leave me a comment and I'll put it in the sections where to get it from. So let me review them first. I'll do a whole unboxing video, a whole setup video. I'll review them for you guys, and then if they're good and you're interested, like I said, I'll just shoot me a comment and I'll give you the link. They also gave me, which is kind of crazy, I've never used one. This is a jack. This is actually an air jack. It has an airbag for a jack, and I haven't really looked at it yet, but here's the picture. Check this out. A 3-ton airbag jack. How insane is that? So it just goes flat and then it airs up. So you don't even need like a traditional like pumping the jack up. Just slide it right under there, rock it up. I can't wait to use that. They actually threw this in for free because I bought so much stuff cash, and I drove all the way up there to get it in the middle of the night. So that's about it. I'm gonna head out to the garage now. As soon as I get there, I'll do a little time-lapse video, then I'll slow of unloading it, how I get it out of there. I'll slow the video down. Once I get everything laid out, do a little fast assembly and show you guys what it is. Just stay tuned. What's cracking? Today I'm gonna be setting up and testing my scissor lift. Boom. So this thing goes up about 6 foot, according to the videos, with the car on it. So it's not made to really climb under the car, even though you can get under there and work on stuff. It has this locking mechanism that locks it out. 2 hydraulic rams. You're supposed to be able to move it around, and this is what came in the crate. So let's get to unboxing this, lay it all out, and see what we got. All right, so you can see here, we got a pump with a hydraulic fluid reservoir, which I do not have. I have to go get some hydraulic fluid. And a couple lines. This looks like some connectors. Some more hydraulic hose. Looks like a handle. And that looks like the jack with wheels that you kind of lean it back on to move it around. So let me get all this off here and we'll see what we got. All right, so here it is. We got everything out. I had to hook a chain fall up there with a piece of metal running across the beams to hold the weight. And I backed the truck up, as you see in the video, chain fall it out of there. So here's the lift. It's not assembled all the way. That part is assembled. And here's the pump. So it takes hydraulic fluid. It's got a hydraulic ram, and then it's electronic with a button. So I will be setting all this up in a separate video and doing a whole review on this when it's done. And then here is the frame puller. Here's how it comes. I'll put a picture in a video of how it looks when it's assembled. So I'll come back out here probably tomorrow or the next day, and I'll assemble this and we'll use it. See if we like it. What I think I'm gonna do actually is I'm probably gonna get like a really bad wreck car. Like I get some wreck cars that I can fix, you know, the fronts are bad, but I'll probably get a cheap one that's really wrecked, and then we'll do a whole review on this with that wrecked car, because I don't know how to use it. So you and I are gonna learn together how to use this thing. So like I said, I'll get a really like wrecked car, because there's not a lot of videos on YouTube on how to use these frame pullers. I've read a bunch of stuff on it, and the company I bought it from told me a bunch of stuff on how to use it. So we're gonna learn together, and I'm not gonna learn on a $30,000 car. So I'm gonna go get like maybe, you know, $500, $600, $700, $800 car that's wrecked from the auction. We'll put it on this thing after we assemble it, and we'll learn how to use it together. What's cracking? So today on Big Builds, we're testing and reviewing the scissor lift. Dun dun dun. Check it out. So I got everything assembled. It was really pretty much just plug and play, I guess. I haven't tested it yet, so this is gonna be our first test. All you really have to hook up are these 2 fittings to the hydraulic rams. And I actually had to go get those because my kit, they forgot to put those in there. And they're making up for it, they're sending me them, but you know, I didn't want to wait, so I went and bought 2 fittings there. They go into this T, this holds it down, and that line goes right into the pump, right into the side. And then it also has this bicycle cable for the locking mechanism. I guess when it's locked, to unlock it, you just click this this bicycle handle here, and that goes up and down. Supposed to. So we'll see. So this is the first test. Let's see what happens. Oh shit. That goes up pretty smooth. Wow. Yeah, that thing is going up pretty high. Wow, that goes up a lot higher than I thought it did. Wow. Wow, so I guess, I don't know, if you come back down, is this locking mechanism locks? So I guess if we hit this lever, go back down, it'll lock into place right there? Maybe? Oh, I think it's gonna take forever to go down without a car on there. But we'll see here, see what happens. I think it does though. It goes down in a, yeah, there it goes and locks into place there. So then to get it out, I guess you must lift it up and just hold that lever down, and the whole thing goes down. It all sealed up pretty good though. There's no leaks or nothing. That's pretty good, but there's no major weight on it. I know this fitting right here, it came like this with the tape, and that's a compression fitting, so that's really not supposed to have that tape. But I just left it on there because they did it, so. But that's it. That's the scissor lift. I don't even think this is all the way up. This thing goes up a lot higher than this. So let's see, I'll show you how big it is with me standing next to it. That's pretty freaking tall. And like I said, I think there's more. It goes up more too. You know what? Let's go up a little more and see how high it goes. Dang! That's about it right there. So that's maxed out. Wow, that goes up pretty high. So yeah, I guess to get it down, you pull this lever back, which is kind of janky to be honest. Look, I mean, look at it. Kind of pulls it, but it doesn't look like it's pulling it far enough. Maybe it is though. Maybe it's just enough to hold it out. I don't know. Let's put the camera on it. And it might take a little bit for it to go down. See what happens. So actually, let's time lapse this because it's going to take a while. So there you have it. It goes down super slow without a car on it. That's why I time lapse that, but it works really good. I'm actually going to get a car up on it and see how it does. It doesn't leak anything now, but it's not under like tremendous amounts of pressure like it would be if I had a car up on there. So let's get a car on there and see what it does. All right, so I got the lift completely installed, everything hooked up, everything done. Did my first lift. In Houston, we have a problem. I'll show you. So the part that locks, this part right here, you're supposed to let the lift down. So you're supposed to let this go and bring it down slowly until that locks in place. This lever wasn't engaging that all the way. It wasn't like pushing it in to where it locked and it wasn't pulling it out. Then when it got to about here where I couldn't see under the lift anymore, the thing completely failed and crinkled up. And I'll lift it up and show you, even though it's kind of dangerous to lift it at this point. And it pops a breaker. I definitely got to put it on a 220. But I'll lift it up just enough for you to see where it failed. But it does lift the car. I mean, other than this, I mean, it lifts up pretty good. So here is where it catastrophically failed. Look at that twist. See how that metal twisted right there? And that, see how it's sitting sideways? That is the locking beam that locks that thing in. So I don't know. It looks like that rod probably popped out of the bottom. It didn't have the other lock nut on it or whatever it is, the lock ring on it. And it probably slid sideways. And that's what happened. First lift. That's what happened. So this lift now at this point is really dangerous, and I shouldn't use it at all, and I'm not going to. And I contacted a place I got it from, and they said they're probably going to send me the other part, which I don't know if they are or they aren't. And now that I'm looking from this side, it definitely is what happened. It definitely, that little ring popped out it kicked sideways because it wasn't locked in there. And yeah, kicked off sideways and it just bent up immediately. So other than that, I mean, it is a good lift. It does lift the car good. I don't have any problems with that. It lifts it up really, really high. It'll go up way higher than this. And on this car, I had to lift it on these rails here because this is all like got a plastic, the whole thing has a plastic like sheet over it, undercarriage. So that's pretty cool for this car. But anyway, lift wise, yeah, I guess it's worth the money if you get one that doesn't crinkle up like that. So yeah, that's kind of my little review on the scissor lift. If that part didn't fail, if they send me one that doesn't fail, it's a pretty good lift. You know, I definitely still put supports underneath it, so you know, you don't want to be under this thing while it's up, unless you got supports under it. And like, I definitely will prop it up with maybe house jacks or something just to make sure, double make sure before I get under and start working on stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's worth the money. It was like $1,600, $1,500, something like that. It's worth the money, I think, for what it is and what you can do with it. So that's my little 2 cents on the scissor lift, and hopefully I get the new part and I can get to using it. And I hope my review was helpful to you guys. If you like my videos, hit the subscribe button, check out my other videos, check out my full rat rod build from start to scratch. I've got other rebuild projects going on, including this Dodge Charger, sorry, police car. The Pursuit Editions, 2016. It's wrecked in the front. And it has some undercarriage damage like crazy. They cut the whole, it looks like they cut the whole front frame out. So it definitely needs a whole new front cradle. And we'll be doing that here. So we'll see what happens with that. That's gonna be a little bit of a mission, but you know, I'll get it done. Get this thing on the road. So watch out for that build. This thing's gonna be pretty cool. It's a pretty clean car when it's not dirty. It's not, the outside's not damaged too bad. So again, hope you enjoy the videos. If you do, hit the subscribe button, like them, leave comments on them, and just follow my builds, man. Give me some suggestions. I don't know everything, and I need help on some of this stuff that I haven't worked on before, and let's do it. Peace.